Now at the plate, Andrelton Simmons. He begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League. Out in front of it, strike one.
First pitch, 760.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike two anyway. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Scooped up. Throw to first is in time for the first out. So one away here with the bases empty. And into bat next will be J.D. Davis. To third. On to first, and there are two down. In is Christian Yelich, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Jays go down in order. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. No score. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High and deep to straightaway right. Yelich going back at the track, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And the Redbirds are off to a flying start here. It's a leadoff triple.
Well, when this thing left its back. I thought it had the distance to get out of here. But it goes over the fielder's head and skips away in the bottom of the wall, allowing him to cruise into third.
Well, guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do. In this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here's the 0-2. And here's a swing and a miss from Cabrera as he's set down on strike. So there's one away. So a definite RBI spot here. Runner at third, one away. And up next, the outfielder David Peralta. No balls and one strike. Set to deliver the 0-1.
Runner on third, sac fly situation, right? Two pitchers down. Really good job of patience, trying to get a pitch that he can lift into the air to drive that runner home.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Striding in, Pete Alonso. He's currently fourth in the National League RBI race with a chance to add to that total here. Ball one to start the at-bat. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Cards leave one. Still no score. Here comes the first pitch. Hit down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Rhys Hoskins. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. The 0-1 pitch. Bottom part of the zone. A good changeup gets the call.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Alonso is over now, and he's got it for route number 2. Stepping up now, Christopher Rodriguez. He drove in one of his team's 2 runs in yesterday's game. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Long run for the right fielder. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the... First pitch on its way.
The second baseman, Captain.
The windup and the 0-1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. And he fights this one off here to foul it off to the left, and that holds the count at 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. First offering on its way. Bottom of the second here with no score. Fouled off. Ball 1, well below the zone. And it's fouled away.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Austin Nola is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Harrison Bader, a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Kevin Kramer. Checks his swing, but this pitch. Is right there for strike one. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. Hit hard to the right side. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Marcus Walden, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Williams is under it. 2 down. So stepping in, Andrelton Simmons. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hops this one up. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends. Bottom of the third now, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Harrison Bader. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
And he's going to start this inning out the same way he started the previous 2. 7 consecutive strikeouts. My word. 1 away. Jose Urquidy comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And he fouls this one off. Oh my goodness, talk about a developing story here. 8 straight strikeouts, and there are 2 away now.
The third baseman,
Jose Ramirez is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. All set for the start of the inning, and set to go as the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. On the run is Williams. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. So the base is empty here with 1 away. That'll bring up Christian Yelich. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive. But just fouls as he just misses extra bases. Now the 0-2 pitch. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. 2 are gone now in the Blue Jays half of the 4th. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double. So they'll try to make something of this fourth inning after all, as he's into second with a 2-out double. And that total is currently tops on the ball club through the first couple of months of the season. Chopped toward the second baseman. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop as Asdrubal Cabrera. No balls and a strike to count. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
So he sets him down swinging as Asdrubal Cabrera becomes the first out in the bottom of the fourth inning. David Peralta is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. The 1-1 home. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And the pitch. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And look out, as that one ran in and got him. So here's Pete Alonso, who was a strikeout victim in his first try. In there, 0-1. Peralta stands at first with 1 out. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Into the corner and slicing foul. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. This is foul right side. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. Digging in now, Keston Hiura. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. Over 90% of their at-bats have started with a swing on the first pitch. And given their lack of run production, that approach clearly isn't working. He said adjustment number 1 has to be to allow the at-bats to develop and look for good pitches to hit in deeper counts, where they will hopefully have more of an advantage over the pitcher.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. A little roller toward the hole. He's got it. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, number 44.
Ready now, Kevin Kramer. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Here it comes. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Peralta on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. 1-2.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Skied into straightaway right. Yelich is after it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now
Riding in once again, Austin Nova. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And that misses for ball 1. Liner in there for a base hit. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
The right fielder, number 48. There is this.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team the lead.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. No score here, but a potential run is 90 feet away with one gone. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. Jose Urquidy is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside 1-0. That evens it up 1-1.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that... Rougned Odor will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 13. Rougned Odor.
Liner toward right center. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench, and he's aboard here to lead off the inning.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guys swinging first pitch.
No, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
Now that.
J.D. Davis the next to bat. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch on its way. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Oh, and Cabrera bobbles it.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2 to Cabrera for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Andrew Chafin enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Ready for another shot now, Jose Ramirez. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ballgame. 0-1 the count. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Chafin has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. Got him on a good slider there, swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. From the stretch.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
At the plate, David Peralta comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left.
Bullet to second base. A fine play, and that ends the inning. Seventh inning ready to roll, and next will be the power hitting catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody puts something together to try to score a run.
This one's down to third. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Ready once again, Eddie Rosario. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Looking up is the right fielder. To the track, to the wall. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him. As the Jays get the game's first tally, it's 1-0. Here comes the Cardinal manager up out of the dugout out to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away. Stepping in for the Jays, Christopher Rodriguez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drilled to the right side, and that's through for a hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Number 44.
To the plate now, Kevin Kramer, as he'll send the first one he sees on the ground to second. Reined in. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. A run for the Jays. Last half of the 7th here, and here comes the first baseman, Pete Alonso. No balls and a strike to count. It's taken. Now it's 0-2. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Davis brings it in, and there's one down now. First pitch on its way. Keston Hiura is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. In there, a base hit. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder up, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Nick Williams becomes out number 2 this inning. Austin Nola is at the plate as he watches ball 1. A ball and a strike. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
He's looking pretty bad.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. One left for the Cardinals. Jesus Aguilar is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. He'll come in here at 259. 7 homers and 25 driven in. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Andrelton Simmons. Lifetime in this matchup. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. On to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. Stepping in, J.D. Davis. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. This is line to left. Peralta is there, and they go down in a hurry here. As this Jose Alvarado enters from the pen to start the 8th, and it's quite possible they'll ask him to pitch 2 full innings to close this out. Fouled off. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Oh, and he misses it. He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. Bader is digging for home. He comes across to score, and the Cardinals have tied it. We're all square at 1 apiece. Manuel Margot will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Sent in the air out to straightaway center, and that'll get down for a base hit. Into the box now, Jose Ramirez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. There goes Margot. Pitches a called strike. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
It's not easy to steal on a catcher that has a good arm, but he did just that and beats that throw into second base.
Heading out towards shallow right, and he has just given them the lead late as this is down for extra bases. He pulls into third safely as a run is also in, and with it they take the lead. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
It's been a rough night at the yard.
Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. And no advance. It's ball 1. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely full because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right to the...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that... Liam... Hendricks comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Christian Yelich. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Bader is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9. Digging in once again, Wilson Contreras. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Here comes the first pitch. Hit softly on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, and now the Jays are down to their final out. Now at the plate, Eddie Rosario. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield. Hey, not a bad way to start the new month, D-Roll. How about after that single? That's his 3rd hit of this game.
Oh, that has to make you feel good. You see that calendar flip, and you got 3 knocks in your back pocket.
Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. 0-1 on its way. Popped into the air, back behind second. Hira is under it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Cards came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory.
Our final line.
We are under. In now is Andrelton Simmons, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
J.D. Davis the next to bat. First offering on its way. On the ground to the left side. Ramirez is there. Throw in time at first for out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the sweet swinging left-handed hitting outfielder Christian Yelich. Skied into straightaway right. Williams is in his tracks now as he tucks this one away to retire the side. At the plate, Manuel Margot. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they lost last game only by 1 run. Those are the tough ones. But I'm sure they've looked at the film, made a few adjustments, and let's see if they can give a better effort today.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. Kramer is there to take it, and they're able to take care of Cabrera on just a single pitch. Stepping into the box, Jose Ramirez, currently 9th in the NL in hitting, entering play. Out in front of it, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. To the left side, but it's well foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Another 0-2 coming. On he pops it up. Simmons is calling for it, and that ends the inning. First offering on its way. Line drive to center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Now in the box, Eddie Rosario is coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2. Digging in, Rhys Hoskins. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno number.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Jay's off to a good bottom of the inning now, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Pete Alonso, and it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field, and this will kick off the base of the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces a double and puts himself in the scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The throw into second. And not in time as the run scores.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
Nick Williams stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
And there's ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first down. And he fouls this one off. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Miles Michaelis. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Hira at second. Williams on at first with 2 down. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Top of the third set to get underway, and set to go is the second baseman, Kevin Kramer. Line shot to first, and there's 1 away. Into the box now, Devin Smeltzer. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hira calls for it. 2 gone. So now to the plate will be Andrelton Simmons. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
The batter, the third baseman, J.D.
At the plate, J.D. Davis. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Looking up is the left fielder. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 11 for him on the season, and it gives the Blue Jays a 3-1 lead.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
And here's Christian Yelich now. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Cabrera ranging into the outfield. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Jays strike for. Here's the first pitch to him. In the air to right center. Yelich on the move. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And you see there on the lower part of your screen, his total places him third best on this Cardinals ball club. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Cabrera carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. And a little tapper here in front of the mound as this may work as a sacrifice. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. Into the box now, Jose Ramirez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hit softly on the ground to first. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will get this one. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. To short. Taken in by Simmons. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side. Digging in for his second at-bat, Wilson Contreras. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Left fielder looking up. Gone to lead off the inning.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the third homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
Stepping in now, Eddie Rosario, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to the right. It's flagged down deep in the hole. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Rhys Hoskins. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Boy, this guy right here on that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark. But a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. A run for the Jays. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And in at the plate steps Keston Hiura. No balls and one strike. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
So make it 2 hits for him in this one as he's on base here in the home fourth. And as we take a look there at the Cards team leaders in that category, he's currently second best on the St. Louis roster. A base hit in his first trip. The 0-1 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Nick Williams becomes the first out in the bottom of the fourth inning. Kurt Casale is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front on that one.
2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. First delivery to him on the way. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Hard on the ground toward short. As through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Into the box, Miles Michaelis, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Line to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And the run is in to score from second as they cut it to 1 at 4-3 now.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You're facing the opposing pitcher, and you give up a 2-out RBI.
I got to believe he's contemplating retirement. A 2-out knock given up to the opposing pitcher.
Listen, as a pitcher, you...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. At the plate, Kevin Kramer. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Number 44.
First offering on its way. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. Now at the plate, Devin Smeltzer. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. And he popped him up. Hira has a play. 2 down.
Now batting.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Andrelton Simmons. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see there, he's currently in 5th place in that department in the AL race. Don't want to forget about him. And try as he might, but he can't escape. Paul Fry, the lefty standing 6 foot even, takes over the pitching duties here.
Number 51. Paul Fry.
Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and coming forward now is the shortstop. That's Dribble Cabrera. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And now a swing and a miss by Cabrera as he falls behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And that's going to land foul.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Another one sent foul. Soft liner to the left side. And Cabrera's going to have himself a base hit. So with a man aboard now, the RBI men will have an opportunity with nobody out in the inning.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Jose Ramirez is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through for his first base hit in this one. And they've really got something going here. Runners at 2nd and 3rd to start the inning. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
With that base hit right there, Dero, that's his 3rd RBI of the game. More importantly, his team's now ahead.
Yeah, these are the special ones. He's had a great approach all day. He's battled his tail off, and he's given his team single-handedly, almost given his team a chance to win this one.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you can see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Oh, got him a swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. J.D. Davis will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his two-run homer that had him rolling early on. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field, but that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. The relay. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning. In is Christian Yelich. Swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark, and that one is gone. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
Penny D, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
Standing in now, Eddie Rosario, as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Margot's under it, and that's the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Runners going. Hard on the ground towards short. Cabrera's there. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. But the Jays are bottom of the 6th inning now. And into bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. David Peralta will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. Throw gets him 2 down.
The center fielder, number 13.
Here's the first pitch to him. Manuel Margot is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. 5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So Alex Reyes will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far.
Number 29, Alex Reyes.
Slapped hard the opposite way. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
High in the air out to center field. Margot's under it, and that's the second out of the inning. Jimmy Kerrigan will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 3, Jimmy Kerrigan.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Scooped up on to first, and this will remain a tie ball. Sam Dyson gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. First pitch on its way, and right into the shift. Comes set, and the 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 0-2 count and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Count.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Ready on 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective, and that's exactly what he did right there.
Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command. 0-2.
0-2 count. You can do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. He'll try again. 1-2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Bounce it to the left side, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. And he will make it in safely. It's a triple, and the go-ahead run is at third with only 1 away.
The first baseman.
So here's Pete Alonso as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
And that'll bring up Keston Hiura. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat. Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. Coming in to score is the runner from third, and they've taken the lead here in the 7th.
The right fielder, number 5.
Up next will be Nick Williams. Fouled away.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the 2nd inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done. Tyler Clippard been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. First pitch of the at-bat.
Tyler Clippard.
The 0-1 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Bader moves over a few steps to his right as he's got it for the first out. Now at the plate, J.D. Davis. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Fouled off. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. The Jays find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all over the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
Chopped up the line to first, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. Throw into second.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Alonso will put this one away, and the side is retired. Here comes the first pitch. Kurt Casale is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first 2.
He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Now batting.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Behind 0-2 now. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Austin Nola will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. A ball and no strikes. Batting average down in the low 210s. 1 home run and 17 RBIs. There's one on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the... Liam Hendricks comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eddie Rosario. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Ground ball right side. Reined in. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. So coming to the plate, Rhys Hoskins. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Well, this is where the manager makes his money right there. Nice at bat. Now it's a question of whether or not he pinch runs. Dan, as a pitcher, did it make you a little nervous when a guy had jets on the base paths?
Oh, no doubt about it. This is a very difficult spot. You're 1 hit away from getting right back into this game and tying this game up. You're going to have to really think about putting somebody on first that might be able to score on a ball in a gap.
Number 44.
Digging in, Kevin Kramer. They'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. After it is Williams. And he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Wow, you don't see a closer finish better than that very often. Only needed 4 pitches to slam the door in their face and salt this game away for his guys.
Thank you guys for joining me. Catch you guys in the next one.